And making our way into a nice comfortable position here. We'll do a nice foundational yoga flow with some deeper, longer stretches. And I like to have us begin and end with some meditation and mindfulness. So roll on out your mat. You're welcome to play music or not. Perhaps you have some water nearby. If there's anything else that you'd like to get set up to get your space nice and comfortable, go for it. And we'll take a minute or two just in silence here, kind of tuning inwards, tuning into the feeling in your body and noticing what energy is with you at this moment. And one meditation that I've been working with here is a mountain meditation. So the energy of the mountain is that of stability and consistency. So imagine yourself as the mountain, like relax into that shape as well. So let your shoulders kind of soften, relaxing into the sits bones, into the base of your mountain. And just let yourself be timeless, changeless, solid, and connected to the earth. So whenever seasons come or different times come to pass, snow, rain, sunshine, the mountain stays essentially consistent and the same. So feel into that energy and breathe into that. So breathe in to the crown of the head, taking some deep breaths. And exhaling, know that you are exhaling out. Breathing in, expanding the lungs. And exhaling, feel into the exhale. Take a few more together, breathing into your mountain. And exhaling, dissolving into the space around you. Breathing. Once more together. Take a deep inhale in, kind of shrug the shoulders, lengthen the back. And exhale audibly, let it go. Let's come forward into a child's pose. So sometimes child's pose is a bit much to start with, so you could do a puppy pose. If you like, just get your hips as close to your heels as feels good for you. So maybe they're a bit further forward or a bit further backward. And we'll take a few breaths here. Softening the head, the forehead into the ground. And just like a pitcher on its side, just let whatever mental energy, whatever concepts have been sort of floating around in there, roll off, dissolve into the mat. And we're going to come to a kneeling posture. So walk the hands in, come to a kneeling pose here. And reach the arms up nice and high. Inhale. And exhale, hinge forward, coming into a child's pose. And sweep your arms behind you. Then inhale again. Back to a kneeling pose. Reach up nice and high. Okay. Exhale, folding forward. And reach your hands behind you. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. And then reach the hands back. Let's do a few more. Inhaling up. And exhaling forward and reach the hands back. And once more, reaching up. And then folding over, reaching the hands back. Let's cross our feet and come to our seat. Then come on down to the back. Bring the knees together and float the knees so that the knees are vertical of the hips, and then press your palms down into the mat. You're going to rock the knees from left to right. So if you have a block, this is a good place to put the block in between the knees. And we're not going for a deep stretch here. We're actually trying to activate through the core, relaxing the head down. Yes, exactly. So stay tight in the core. Waking up the side body, rocking on the sits bones. Let's use our breath here as well. Let's inhale, point the knees straight up. And with the exhale, take it over to the side. Just going as low as you like. So I like to say that this is feel-good yoga. So you take the postures as far as you want to go with them. And feel free to make it a bit easier or a bit more challenging. We'll take one more on each side. And then up to center. Bring the knees in and sway a bit left and right. And draw circles on the sky or on your ceiling. And circle the other direction. And we're going to take the feet flat to the ground. The knees are bent, queuing up for a bridge pose. So your fingertips and your heels connect. Press the feet down. Raise the hips up, and for this first one, experiment with gripping onto the edge of your mat. Keep that grip on the edge of your mat. That'll help you to press up a bit higher. Yes, exactly. Taking a couple more breaths here, feeling into the inversion and the strength in your legs. And with an exhale, we can roll down the spine. Rock the knees left and right, windshield wipers. And point the knees straight up. We'll do another bridge. So press the feet down, raise the hips up, interlacing the hands underneath of you. Option to roll over top of the shoulders. And that'll help you to get more expansion through the chest. Breathing deeply. And then release the hands and roll down one vertebrae at a time. So really make that connection with the ground. Bring in your knees and tuck the chin. And this time we're going to rock along the spine, so back and forth. And if you're on a soft surface, then you can do a bit more of this. If you're on a hard surface, I am actually on a very hard surface at the moment. So I'm just going to come right up to a boat pose. You take a few more rocks if you're on a good surface for it. And we'll come up into a boat. And at first in this boat, I'd like you to experiment with gripping your thighs here, keeping the feet off of the ground, but using your arms to hold the legs. In yoga, we often don't get much of a pulling action. So I kind of devised this movement to bring that aspect into the practice. And I want you to pull your heart forward while you balance on the tail, not on the tailbone, but on the sits bones. See if you can open up the chest a bit further, like there's a string pulling your chest forward. We can hold this pose for a couple more breaths. You're always welcome to take any variations that you like throughout class. So one thing that I really like to do in my yoga classes is just understand that yoga is about moving energy. So if you feel inspired to move in a certain way, to sort of use and direct that energy, please do. All right, and let's float the palms. Now we're going to use the core some more. So today, let's bend and straighten through the legs, alternating. And let's do about 5 more on each side. Yes. Awesome balance, yoga friends. Let's get a couple more in. And then let's cross the feet and let's come forward. Stack the hips over top of the knees. Let's come into a puppy pose. So take the forehead down to the mat. Reach the arms out long for this one. So straighten through the arms and grip through the fingers. Like lift your fingers up and then grip them down. So you can take your hands a bit wider on the mat if that'll help you to get your arms straight. Gripping through the fingers to help activate and warm up through the wrists. And let's take our hands underneath of our shoulders and press to a tabletop pose. Bring your left knee to the center and then float your right knee up into fire hydrant pose. And you can imagine why it may be called fire hydrant pose. And then go ahead and take your right knee here and draw some circles with it. If circles are a bit challenging, just find some back and forth movement and then get both directions. Yes, exactly. And then switching sides to the right knee into the center and float the left knee out. And then circle it out, find some movements, just activating through the hip. Awesome. And we'll lower the knees down. Let's get our knees stacked underneath the hips, the wrists underneath of the shoulders. All right. And let's take some intuitive movements here. So if you want to start with cat-cow, that's a great place to start. And then encouragement to ask your body how it wants to move today. So some suggestions are rocking your hips back and forth, all right, finding some circular movements. Awesome. If you've done something asymmetrical, go in the opposite direction, even it out. And let's take it to neutral. Reach the left foot back and the right hand forward. Just reach them out, create some length. Inhale and exhale, bring your elbow to your knee and connect. We'll do 2 more with a nice slow breath. Inhale, reaching out. Awesome. Exhale, draw it in. And again, reaching and bringing it in. Nice. Extending them out and lowering it down. Now, take your hips over to your right and gaze over your right also. So you're compressing the right side and lengthening the left side of the body. Yes. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. So hips to the left, gaze over to the left. So we're compressing the left side and stretching the right side. And we'll do this a few times. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. And continue on with your breath. we'll take it to center here. And let's do the other side. So take the right foot and the left hand and reach them out nice and long. Get a nice horizontal line and feel into the line of energy. Imagine bringing your awareness into the whole line of energy from your heel to your fingertips. Breathing into that. And exhale, draw the elbow to the knee. A couple more. Inhaling to create that line. And exhale, nice and smooth. Connect. Awesome. Once more. Awesome. Reach them out. And lower it down. And now we'll take some standard cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. And exhale, round the spine, press the mat away. Inhale, wrap the shoulders back. And with the exhale, wrap the shoulders around the front body. With your breath, invitation to slow down the cat-cow and really feel it through all the different muscles that are involved. Using the movement to make a deeper connection to the body. Noticing where in the movement it feels good and bringing some more attention into that. Let's take another round. And to neutral, let's tuck our toes and come to a down dog. Getting nice and comfortable in your down dog, finding the right distance. Okay, maybe your heels touch down, maybe not. And you're always welcome to come back to tabletop or come back to a child's pose. Okay, bend one knee, straighten the other leg, and switch, and switch. And switch it up a few more times. Awesome. Bend both knees. Inhale, look forward and step the feet up to the hands. Feet hips width distance apart. You can bring your hands together here into two fists and place them in between your feet so that you know it's a good distance. Let the head hang. Breathing in and breathe out through your feet into the ground. And then with the inhale, we're going to rise up slowly. Head comes up last. Stack the vertebrae. Take your time. All right, let's shrug the shoulders on this first one here. So light in the hips, light in the knees. Really feel that circular movement and motion through the shoulder joint. And let's draw circles with the arms. Okay, so take some big circles. And reach up, bring the hands together. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And exhale, let's take the hands down through center. And inhale, take them up the side. So we'll go the opposite direction. Exhale, down the center. A few more, really following the range of motion. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend into the knees a bit. Inhale, get nice and straight. Exhale, find a little bend in the knees. And once more. Inhale up, palms together. And exhale, take the hands to the heart. All right. And tune into that mountain shape. So feel the connection between your palms. the third eye. Feel your head stacked upon your shoulders. Take a breath in and exhale. Relax down the sides of the mountains into the soles of your feet. Feel nice and sturdy and connected to the ground. And we'll do some sun salutation. So we'll start with a half sun salutation. So inhale, reach up nice and high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, so flat back. And exhale, fold over. We're going to take a breath in this Uttanasana. So let your fingertips come down to the ground or to a block. Breathing in and breathing out. Sway the head a bit. And then root to rise. Again, take your time. Draw the navel to spine. All right, soften the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms straight up. Bring the hands together. And with an exhale, take the hands to the heart. And we'll do some full sun salutation. So inhale, reach up nice and high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding at the hips. Take the fingertips down to the mat. Okay, inhale, the hands can come to the legs for halfway lift. Then exhale, plant your palms, step the feet to a plank pose, and we're going to hold plank for 3 breaths here. Feel your strength, some softness in the elbows, so we're not quite locking the arms, but nice and tight in the core. Draw the navel in. Yes, awesome. And you're always welcome to lower the knees as well. All right, one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, high to low, nice and smooth. We can take it all the way down. Okay, inhale, slight pressure in the hands. Peel the chest up, baby cobra or a cobra. And with an exhale, we're going to press back to a child's pose. We're not going to stay there, though. Let the inhale take you back forward to a cobra. And exhale, down dog. Tuck your toes. Hug the chest to the thighs. So this is also called mountain peak shape. All right, so you're going to send the energy into your tailbone and try to raise your tailbone higher and let it be a point for like energetic convergence. I know that sounds cool, but we can do it. We can send energy from our feet into our tailbone, from the hands into the tail. Awesome. And we'll come back to that. So bend your knees, inhale, look forward, and exhale, walk or step the feet to the top of the mat, and come to a halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold. We're going to take a breath again in Uttanasana, so just relax the head and the shoulders, breathing deeply. And then with an inhale, root to rise, 1 vertebrae at a time. Gonna bring it up. Sweep the arms up, inhaling high. And exhaling the hands to the heart. Let's take a cleansing breath. So breathe in and exhale audibly. Let something go. Inhale, we'll do another round, reaching up. Exhale, diving down. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to plank pose. Take a deep breath in to prepare. And exhale, high to low. Maybe the knees come down. Maybe you come to a chaturanga, low plank, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, shift forward, shine the heart forward. And exhale, so you can go right to down dog, or you can take a breath through child's pose. Feels so good. Exhaling to child's pose, inhaling back to cobra, and then exhale to down dog. All right, so whenever you do a vinyasa in, my class or like anyone else's class, just, practice whatever vinyasa feels good for you. So I think every vinyasa is a choose your own adventure vinyasa. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward, and exhale, walk, step, or float to the top. Halfway lift, and fold. All right, we'll take another breath in Uttanasana. Inhale, and exhale,
hinge over deeper. And then with the inhale, press down through the feet. Root to rise, nice and steady. Reach the hands up high. And take the hands into your heart. Feel the warmth between the palms, breathing into that space. And exhale into the space around you. Okay, we'll do one more sun salutation round. We're getting into a nice flow. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, swan dive down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to plank. Take a breath to prepare in plank. And exhale, high to low. Inhale, shift it forward. Maybe you raise your thighs, up dog. And make your way to a down dog. Again, you're always welcome to lower the knees. We'll take a few more breaths here, hugging the chest towards the thighs, pressing into the surface area of the hands. And again, create that energetic convergence point in your hips, in your tailbone, and just send the energy up the mountain to your tail, through your arms, through your legs. Just focus on creating this triangle shape. Awesome. Awesome mountains, y'all. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And exhale, walk, step, or float. Come to a halfway lift with your inhale. And exhale, fold. And with our next inhale, we'll come all the way up to standing. Roots arise, reaching up. And take the hands into the heart. So, step your step your left foot in front of your right foot. So your feet are crossed with your left foot in front. Okay, inhale, reach up high. And exhale, we're gonna fold over. This is a good place for blocks. If you have them, you can have a micro bend in your back knee as well. Okay. And so your right foot is behind your left foot, yes? So step your right foot a few feet back. So pyramid posture here. Put your feet on train tracks so that your heels are not exactly in the same line, but not super far apart, kind of like just next to each other in that line, okay? And raise the back up, halfway lift. Take the hands behind the back. So we're in a pyramid pose. Inhale. Then exhale, release the hands. If your hands can touch down alongside your front foot, great. They can come onto your front leg, or they can come to blocks. And step your right foot even further back, okay? Bend into your left leg, your front leg, and take the hands down outside your front foot. So we're in a low lunge. Right palm into the mat for support. Twist your left arm open, so you're twisting towards your bent knee. An option to lower your right knee onto the mat. Low lunge twist. Yes, awesome. And taking another breath here, long line from palm to palm. And then take both hands down. Bring your left knee back to all fours. All right. And rock onto your left side. Come to a supported side plank. Yes, exactly. So we want the left knee to be underneath of the left hip. Now, taking a block underneath of your left hand, Your supporting hand will help you to bring that left knee underneath of your left hip. So feel free to experiment with that. Yes, exactly. Then reach your right arm, your top arm up overhead. Bicep by ear. And then circle it out. Draw some circles down towards the ground and back up to the sky. And then switch directions. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, we're going to go through a vinyasa. So ride the exhale all the way down. You can take the elbows to 90 degrees, or you can come all the way down. Slight pressure, any level of cobra, and make your way to a down dog. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward, and walk, step, or float up to the top. Halfway lift, and fold. And rise all the way up. Reaching the hands high. Create a nice energy line from your heels to your fingertips. And with the exhale, take the hands into the heart. Awesome. And let's do the other side. So take your right foot in front of your left foot. So your left foot is behind and your legs are crossed. Okay. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hips back, heart forward, folding. Again, take the hands to blocks if that's good for you. All right, I like to have a little micro bend in the knees. Relax the head. Sway the head a bit side to side. Now, nice and stable here. Take your left foot a few feet back. And then again, if you can see the alignment of my feet here, they're almost in a straight line, but just a little bit offset for more balance. All right, then take the hands behind the back. Draw the shoulders back a bit. Find a nice flat back for pyramid pose. So there's an energy line from our tail to the crown of our head. Right, inhale, and then exhale, let's fold forward and reach the arms out. You can take your fingers to the ground or to blocks alongside your front leg. You could also just take your hands onto your front shin as well and just check in with your body. You're always able to take a micro bend in the knees if something feels really tight on your legs. Awesome. Let's take this to low lunge. So take the hands down to frame the front foot and step your back foot even further back. We want the front knee to be over top of the front ankle. See if you can get your hips a bit lower. Awesome. And take the left palm into the earth. Twist the right arm open to the sky. Stacking the shoulders, option to lower your back knee and focus on the twist. Awesome. We'll take a few breaths here. Softening the space around the breath. What does it feel like to breathe in this posture? And take the hand down. Bring the right knee back to all fours. Take a couple cat-cows real quick just to rinse it all out. All of these twisting, folding movements. Just lubricate the spine for a moment by taking some cat-cow movements. Awesome. And coming back to tabletop. So let's rock onto our right side. Side plank on the right. And stack the arms up. We want to stack the shoulders and stack the hips, ideally, okay? But what's really ideal is listening to your body and finding the best shape for you. So feel free to use a block underneath of your supported hand I don't have a block with me at the moment, but I've also already done a yoga class and a dance class today, so I'm quite warmed up. And I definitely recommend using blocks. And then we're going to reach the top arm up overhead. And then reach it back and find a couple circles in each direction. Awesome, yoga friends. We're going to inhale, reach up high, and exhale through vinyasa. You're always welcome to go right to a down dog. And in this down dog, let's bend the knees nice and deep here, and bring your chest as close to your thighs. Press the hands apart. So press into the outer edges of your hands to create space between your shoulders for your head to hang a little bit deeper. Nod the head a couple times, releasing the head. And then walk or step or jump the feet up to the top. Let's come to a halfway lift. And let's take a fold. Point your toes out at 45 degrees, bend the knees, sit the hips back into a malasana squat. So if anybody hasn't seen this trick yet, I would love to show you. So I'm going to use my speaker to demonstrate, but use your block for this. If your heels have a hard time touching the ground like mine do, you can place them on the block, and then that'll help you into malasana. Awesome. Press the elbows into the knees, taking a couple deep breaths. Let your exhale create some softness. Again, breathing, drawing energy up the midline, and exhaling, softening down the outsides. Take one more breath like this. Awesome. Take the hands down in front of you. Straighten the legs, heels down, Uttanasana. And then root to rise, roll on up. Reach up nice and high. Take a moment to wrap your thumbs around your hands. Draw your elbows in, press into the feet, and reach up high through the fingertips, kind of making like a steeple shape. It's also very efficient, so hopefully the arms don't get as tired in this pose. And then take the hands down to the heart. And let's release our arms. Let's take a moment to sway the arms side to side. And then back and forth. Find some lightness in the knees, lightness in the hips. And let's come to a chair pose. So take your feet hips width distance, feet parallel. Bend the knees. Reach your tailbone down at an angle, like a natural extension of the spine. Right? And notice if you want to tuck your tailbone or if you want to pop it out back and just bring it into a natural alignment with the spine. Thunderbolt shape, Utkatasana. Just feel the strength of the shape here. Get your weight nice and evenly balanced on your feet. And sit a bit deeper. Then raise your heels up. Take a deep breath in. And lower your heels, straighten your legs, and fold forward. Let's hang here for a few breaths. So you can take a micro bend in the knees and take hold of opposite elbows for ragdoll. And sway the torso here. So sway over to the right, then sway over to the left. Feel free to release your arms. Okay, take it to center. Halfway lift. We'll do one more series. Exhale, take it down. Pause and a breath. Pause and plank for a breath, or go all the way through. Your breath, your vinyasa. Down dog. Inhale, reach your right foot up. Bend your right knee and rotate your right hip open. And like we did earlier, okay, you can take some circles or you can just take some back and forth motion. So inhale it up, exhale it towards your nose. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale towards the nose. Inhale and exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands. There we go. All right, and let's rise up into a warrior one. So pivot your back heel, press down, reach the arms up high. So kind of similar to pyramid pose, but we want the feet to be even further apart. So we got these nice train tracks, weight even in the feet. Square the chest forward, inhale, and exhale, let's open up to a warrior two. Point your front knee towards your front middle toes, right? Rotating your front thigh externally, rotating the front thigh. And now I invite you to take some intuitive movements or find some adjustments. Really make this your posture. Work around with your sense of balance. And then come back into the pose. Flip your front palm, scoop it forward, reach up for reverse warrior. Your back hand can touch your back leg or wrap behind you. Yes, awesome. Inhale up and exhale side angles. Take your front forearm to your front thigh and reach high. Press the feet away from each other. Option two, take your top hand behind your back. Draw the top shoulder back. Breathing into the core first. Since we're in a twist, it's good to breathe into the ribs. And then let the breath expand upwards and downwards. Releasing the arm, reaching up. And exhale, take the hand down, both hands down. Step your foot back. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog or vinyasa. All right, we'll do one more side, and then we'll get into some yin stretching. Reach your left leg up. Bend the knee and rotate the hips open. Inhale, reach the knee up. And exhale, bring the knee towards your midline, towards your chest. Okay, one or two more. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale to prepare. And then exhale, step the left foot up in between your hands. Back heel down and rise up. Warrior one. Find a nice, strong, steady stance. So rather than physically feeling into it, feel into it energetically. So you're well supported and open. Soften the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Soften the shoulders and extend long through the fingertips. Flip your front palm, scoop it forward. Inhale, reach it up for reverse. Back hand slides down the back leg or wraps behind the body. Feel the crescent arch through the backside body. Inhale and exhale to a side angle. So front forearm to thigh. Reach your top arm up. and then option to wrap it behind your back. Take any level bind and draw the top shoulder back. Yes, perfect. Feeling nice and strong and supported through your grounded forearm, your front knee stacking over top of the ankle. And reach your right hand up, inhale. And exhale. Take the hand down. We'll do one more vinyasa if you like, or you can go right to down dog. And a down dog one more time here. Hug the chest to the thighs. Send the energy into your tailbone, relaxing the head. Now let's lower the knees. And sit back on the heels. If this feels good for you, it's a challenging position for a lot of people on the knees and the hips. So see if it feels good for you and your body. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Hug the shoulder blades together. Open up the chest. So we're opening up through the heart, letting the head rock back. Okay, and we're going to take this same position, but we're going to change it up a little bit because we're going to fold forward. Take the top of your head down into the mat. Find the right place for it. And then we're going to reach the arms up overhead. And, if this is hard on the head or the neck, no need to do the posture. Just check in with your body. Take a couple more breaths here. See if the hands can gradually go a bit further forward, interlacing, locking through the fingers. Deep inhale, exhale cycle. And releasing the hands down to the mat here. Tuck your toes and sit the hips back to the heels with your toes tucked. So we're getting a toe stretch here. So you guys can see, I think you guys can see my toes. My toes are tucked and my palms are on the ground. So this would be level 1. And see if you can, or if you want to, whether you can or not doesn't matter. It's if you'd like to, you can take your hands to your legs and sit back a bit further, opening up into a toe stretch. So find the level that feels good for you. And then bring the hands a bit further forward. Come to a down dog. Lift your right leg up. And then bring your right knee forward. Okay, reach your left leg back. So we're into a pigeon posture, but we're not actually going to go all the way into pigeon. So just stay in a proud pigeon. All right, and if you really, really want to do pigeon, you can do pigeon. Some people love pigeon. I'm not like a super huge fan, but if you're really feeling it, definitely go for it. All right, otherwise come with me to Gomukhasana. Take your left knee behind your right knee so that your right foot is kind of off to your left and your left foot is kind of off to your right. Then you're going to sit back. Sit back. So we are in Gomukhasana, cow face pose. And this might be a lot in your knee or in your thigh, so you're welcome to use some blocks in between the knees. All right. Or if the front knee is too much, you could take the front knee back. But from Gomukhasana, we're going to take it a little bit deeper. We're going to reach the arms out wide, inhale, and we're going to come to eagle. So exhale, take your right arm underneath of your left, and then bring the palms together. Breathing. Okay, and maybe you stay here, Or maybe we take it a little bit deeper. We can inhale, bring the belly forward, rock the head back, and exhale, hinge over. Just some small movements. Inhaling up and exhaling over. Inhale up and exhale over. And we can hang out here for a couple deep breaths. Letting the chin come towards the chest. And again, maybe this isn't your thing. This is not a yoga basics move, so don't feel like you need to get into it. All right, and let's release the arms. Let's reach the right leg out long and take the left knee in, point the left leg straight up. All right, right leg is long, left knee is bent. We're going to take the left foot across the right thigh. Take your left hand behind you. Inhale your right arm up. And then exhale, hug your left leg into your thigh. So thigh to belly. And then press the tailbone down, grow nice and tall, twist from the core. Using your breath to deepen and direct the stretch. We'll hold it for 3 to 5 more breaths, so make sure that it's at a comfortable level. All right, and let's do this. Let's twist to our left, turn to our left, and come to down dog at the back of your mat. So down dog facing the back of your mat. And lift up the left leg. And then bring the left knee forward in between your hands. Proud pigeon. So bring the chest forward, sinking into the hips. We'll take a few breaths here in our proud pigeon. Yeah. Awesome shapes, peaceful yogis. Let's bring the right knee up behind the left knee. So the feet splay out to the sides. And then sit the hips back. So we're in Go Mukhasana again. And feel free to use props to adjust the knees to make this comfortable for you. Definitely encourage you to listen to your body and not push it too hard. Okay, inhale, reach the arms out. And exhale, we'll take the left arm underneath. Inhale, raise the elbows. And exhaling, lower the elbows. Once more. Inhale up. And exhale, hinging over. And if the arms is too much, you can also release the arms, let the forehead come to the knee. And then let that go. Gently uncross the legs. Bring the left leg forward and straight. And point the right knee up. Then we'll take the right leg across the left thigh. Reach your right hand behind you for support. Inhale the left arm up. And exhale to your right. And we'll take it back to center. Let's come on down to the back. Come on down to your mat. Bring the knees in. Hold the knees with your hands and hold the knees so that they are just vertical of your hips. And interlace your thumbs so that there's no effort here in supporting the legs just above the hips. And this way your lower back should be nice and flat to the ground. Just take a few breaths here to feel into the lower back, releasing, letting go. And let's take a few minutes for yogi's choice. So any posture that you feel called to take here, not going to cue for this one, just want to leave it open to you to follow the intuition and listen to your body and just notice, what did you feel like was missing from this practice? So maybe like a figure 4 pose, maybe a shoulder stand, maybe supine twists. Janu Shirshasana, or if you just want to go into a Shavasana early, you're welcome to do that. I like to take the class a few minutes late. And take like 3 to 5 more breaths in whatever posture you're in. If you did something asymmetrical, make sure to get on the other side. And then take your time to take any counter postures as well. All right, so if you did a fold, do a bend. If you did one side, do the other side. Just check in with your body. Does it feel even? Does it feel complete? Are there any other movements that would feel good for you? And let's go ahead and come into our Shavasana pose. So taking some time to get comfortable, to place yourself in the center position between the left and the right, between the sky and the earth. Relaxing and tuning into the body. Notice the body expanding in all directions. Maintaining a gentle awareness of the body, of the energy within the body, and of the flow of breath. Following the breath. And with the exhale, notice if there's any tension in the body, anywhere in the hands, or maybe in the expression of the face or the shoulders that you can just dissolve. And then feel into the body. Notice where you feel openness. Notice where you feel spaciousness. Where do you feel a nice energy flow? And I invite you to take on the meditation of the ocean, bringing your awareness to the water within the body, in the muscles, in the fascia, the water in the flow of blood. And let the water within the body be a system of purification for any emotional energy that may be circulating for you, as well as any physical. Just gently following the cycling and the circulation of the water element. And in this space of relaxation, perhaps you are more sensitive to the rhythm of the heart. So tune into the heartbeat. Every time your heart beats, there is a electrical impulse, electricity, from the beat of the heart. So tune into that. And how is that experience when you watch it? And taking like 3 to 5 more breaths to just really relax deeply and just let go of any concept. exhaling and taking a deep, full breath in. And a nice, smooth, full exhale. And take your time. So you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for a bit longer. And when you're ready, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And reaching the arms up overhead. And gently making your way into a seated position. Let's take a few more breaths here just to tune into our seat. And again, bring in the energy of the mountain. So strong, stable, connected to the earth from the sits bones up the midline. And relaxing down the sides. Wonderful. Let's take 2 breaths. An Om and a Namaste to close. So breathing in and out. Taking a deep, full breath in. And exhale audibly. Let it all go. And for the sound of Om. Bringing the hands to the heart. The light in me sees the light in you because we are all divine on the highest level. We know this to be true. Bringing the hands to the third eye, and we share the word that we love to say in yoga classes, Namaste.